Hello and welcome to another one of my videos, and in today's video I'm going to talk about why it's not necessary to buy at super low prices to kind of profit from owning precious metals. Now I'm going to go through some tools and techniques that I use as a professional trader that make me money in the long run. And yeah, let's kind of get into it. Before I do get into the content though, if you do want to support me, you know how to do that by now. You can do that by liking, commenting and subscribing. I do have a giveaway going on that ends on the end of play 1st of March. If I get up to 1,600 subs by then, I'm going to be giving away another coin worth 50 odd pounds. So yeah, let's get into it. Not everything I buy at super cheap rates. Like if I set up an office, the chances are I'll be buying silver at spot. My supplier, he buys below spot. He gets plenty of the stuff, but I'd say just spot, you know, and I'm looking into setting up a limited company. I'd get VAT registered and I would just do it like the other bullion dealers. I'd get it in, I'd move it on. It's not a problem. At the moment, I'm kind of capped, but I want to highlight how other people can kind of benefit from the tools and techniques that I use. So these coins here, I paid £1 over. They cost me £23 an ounce. It's not a problem. I don't mind sharing that. It does move. So it dropped pretty much after I bought these. I ended up with, I think it was I bought 130 odd ounces. I've got 80 left. Now these are a solid £28 coin plus post at the moment. They really are. It doesn't matter that they're bullion. They've got CGT status. I don't personally agree with that. I think it's the wrong metric to use when buying. However, you don't go against the grain. Sometimes you just have to accept it for what it is, so you just price accordingly. Would I pay more for a CGT coin? No, I wouldn't. You know, if you're coming to me with, say, an American Eagle, a Maple, a Brit, I'm paying the same. It doesn't really matter to me. If you're coming to me with generic, I'm not paying you the same as governmental. It's just not going to happen. It also has different tax status, etc. Now these coins here, all I've done is, because I was locked out on the price going down, and I had the money, this will be relevant for most people because most people will have jobs. I literally just did the buy and hold approach. I was just like, I don't need them now. The price will go up. Now, if I'm making £5 a coin and I sell all 80, that's a £400 margin. It's pretty tasty when you think about it. And that's something anyone can do, and that's happened in a short amount of time. So yeah, I didn't have to pay spot for me to benefit from these. That's the first example. Now the second example, you probably wouldn't have seen these coins because these went in my reserve. I've just been sorting out some stock this morning. I put a post out saying I'm after a certain amount of silver, I'm paying this, and some gentleman got in touch with me. This was a while back, and he said to me, he's like, I got silver but I want more money for it. And I said, I don't mind paying more than spot plus £1 if the coins are good. You know, if the coins are something that I can make the spread on, I'm not too fussed. If I pay spot plus £3, okay, you know, if the margin's there to be made, I'm doing it. It's not a problem. So in terms of what I paid on these, you know, I did very well on these. I did very well on these. I'd say I'd even lucked out. There may be £9 in these coins. I'm not selling them though. They're in my reserve. They're not getting sold. But I've got 15 here. With a bit of luck, they might be a £10 coin. That's £150 for not doing a lot. And you could have bought these when they come out. I used to buy these when they came out. So these are the Privy Brits, limited mintage. They got an Anchor Privy mark from 2017. I think that's the 30-year Privy mark. Please correct me if I'm wrong. I can't know everything. I'm not an encyclopedia. But the point stands, you could have bought these when they came out, and they were pretty cheap. I think I paid around £16.70, £16.80. It's only a few years ago. They're probably a £30 coin, £29 coin, £30 coin. That's only a short amount of time. You would have lucked out with spot price, sure, but they're Privy Brits. They were always going to do well. If I'd kept on to the loads I bought, I think I bought 50 of them in originally and I sold them on for a small percentage, I would have done well. You can go for the more collectible style of coins. Again, the gentleman wanted to get rid of these. I thought he underpriced them. he said to me, he's like, "You've had a good price," and I was like, "Yeah, I have. I'm not gonna complain." I didn't even bother haggling on the price because these cost me next to nothing in terms of what I can make. It's certainly over the 15%. I'm pretty sure he made money on them though. From the time he bought, he was happy to move them on. He used the proceeds to put into something else. He was happy to transact. You know, we did a few transactions. But again, I paid over spot on these. I think spot was about I think I paid about £3 over spot on these. These haven't even been for sale. I've sold one of them because someone I know likes horses, but they haven't even been for sale. They've just been in my reserve. They're going back in my reserve because the reality is they're probably going to do better. Now, one thing I kind of bang the drum about a lot is stock management. Can you constantly rotate stock to the point where you get the best out of all the individual coins you own? These are not Brits. I paid £58 a coin on these. Let me have a look. I will double check. If I can find them. I paid £58.70 a coin on these. I could have bought 200 of them. The reality is, I didn't have the bank, and it was too much of a risk. Now these might even be a £100 coin at the moment. I've probably paid a massive premium over spot. But can I still make my cut? If I'm paying, let's say £60, and I'm making £90 a coin, that's 50% margin. There's lots of people say, you need to pay as low as possible. Sure, but I wouldn't turn away an opportunity like this. If this was presented to me again, I'd probably try and buy a 40. I actually bought 20 coins. I sold 10 of them off the bat. I made 150 quid for a day's work. Now, that's not a case of, that wasn't even a day's work. That was one trade that day. You get to a point where you've got so many different types of coins, and they all serve a different purpose. They all function in different ways, and you can really extract premium from them. Personally, I think these will get to 120. I'm holding out on these. I want to double my money, and that's not me being greedy. I just think the market will go there. Now, it's slightly higher mintage than the Griffin. The Griffin's probably a 120 coin on a good day, but I think it will get there. I would never shy away. Like if someone said to me, Sean, the line of England, it's a £100 coin. Do you want them for 80 quid? I'm looking at the numbers thinking, what's the downside? You know, can I cover my downside, and can I cover my downside, and can I get out of the trade and still make the minimum 15% that I want to make? That's the bottom line. I'm not playing around anymore. This is a business, and I've got my business head on when I'm buying. There's going to be opportunities every day. So these came in. I paid spot plus £3 on these. I'll pay spot plus £3 any day of the week on Lunas. Not a problem. I've got these types of coins in. You can tell I've been doing an audit. I don't usually have this much variety on me. So these coins here, these are a pain to move. They really are a pain to move. So what I do is I buy these in super cheap. I think I paid under spot on these at the time. Or maybe I paid spot on them. I get these in, and I just wait until these become the value proposition. Now, you don't know what's going to happen in the future in terms of supply chain. You don't know what happens in terms of the dealers breaking down. But I know that there's always times where people rush to the dealers and there's no stock. When there's no stock, these are an easy sell. You just say, I'm pricing at spot plus, and you just put it underneath the benchmark. It becomes a value play. all you need to do is be able to hold on to coins. But there's always going to be opportunities to kind of flip these types of coins. Now, there's a key theme amongst what I'm telling you. I'm saying buy the opportunity, but make sure you're not in a position where you get caught short and you have to sell fast. If you can sit onto your coins and you can have, I think the term's diamond hands these days. I used to call it strong hand, but if you can have diamond hands and sit on them for the right opportunity, the reality is you're going to benefit a lot more from owning these types of coins. Now, I've got some wonderful coins on my books where I can profit a lot. However, I've still got to replace it. I hope you've kind of learned something from this and kind of benefited from my mindset. If you do like my content, you know how to support me by now. So take care, guys. Bye.